Look, it's a bit difficult. I don't know 100% what I said after the game, but in fact, it's like I go in the dressing room and I go out, and then people confront me, like always, with questions which I didn't think about the answers really a second before. I say the things I say. If I would say from now we can play free football again, that would mean that I felt we couldn't do that before. I didn't feel that, to be honest. But it's just like this. We at least would we have loved to win game number 19? Yes, absolutely. But when you don't win it, and we know how difficult it is, you cannot make that bigger than all the rest. So we lost the football game. Whenever that will happen, it feels really average, really, really bad. And that's how we felt. But it's not that now we are relieved from all the pressure around. From now we can focus on football again. We didn't feel that much under pressure. It was just an answer, to be honest, without really long thinking before that. Sorry. Why should I think about my answers if you don't think about your questions? That's really not fair. Yeah. I actually looked at you. Nabi? A little bit, but enough with his hip. Can't not really say more. That's the only information I got from the medical department. Is not ready. Could be ready after that game, but for that game not. So it's not serious, but obviously serious enough.
I know you don't want to tell us what the team is, but
Yeah.
there are certain players who probably could do a little bit of an opportunity. Minamino probably come into that category. You've seen glimpses of him with that.
So we have to make a decision. Do we talk about the lineup or not? And I decide we don't talk about the lineup. That means we cannot talk about single players. All players are in contention. All fit players are in contention. Let me say it like this. That includes obviously Taki as well. The rest, if you tell me the Chelsea lineup, I'll give you our lineup. I don't want to gamble with it or whatever. It's lineups are decisive, obviously, but as long as we don't know anything about the opponent, we cannot give anything away. That's how it is.
You're going to win the league. I know you're not going to say that, but you'll win it quite early. So, in a sense, the cup games, the Champions League and the FA Cup, they're the things that are going to extend your season. Is there any sense of that within the squad or with you yourself that maybe you have to go hard in the FA Cup because it's more trophies for the end of the season?
I'm not sure if you saw that in the past, but we go actually really hard in all the games.
Yeah.
So if you invest 100%, how can you invest more? So can I take a risk with a player who played on Saturday and have all the little informations from everywhere for this game? No, I can't. I can't. So if I think a player played now game X, Y, and Z, so I think in this game we need another option for the position, and I will do it. And I do it because I want to win this game, and not because I don't take this game so serious and think, it's only FA Cup and it's a Chelsea, we will lose anyway or whatever. We are not like this. So we just try to do the best all the time. Sometimes you see that, and sometimes you maybe don't see it. That doesn't mean that before the game we thought it's not so important. So we cannot fight more for the cup competitions than we do already. The one cup competition, we proved it obviously in the last at least couple of years that we take it really serious, was the Champions League. So, and the FA Cup, nothing to do with that we couldn't and that we didn't want to go to the final. It was just because of draws, performances, team selections. They were always reasonable. There was always a good reason for it, and that's what can I say. And now we lost the game, so we cannot be. What is the name for it? Invincible? So that's done. So means from now on we could lose one or two Premier League games, and then we still can. That's just I don't understand that. I can't do that. So we play Chelsea with all we have, then Bournemouth with all we have, and then Atletico with all we have, and then it's Crystal Palace or FA Cup, right? So, with all we have. So 100%, nothing else. And that's us. That's us. And what we really blame ourselves for, that you didn't see that on Saturday. We didn't see it. So, and that's where we are really critical with ourselves. But that doesn't mean from now on we will not do it anymore. That's what we want to be. We want to be very, very intense and in a good way. And that's what we try now tomorrow night.
Last one, this is any more desperation.
I was just going to say, when you played Chelsea in the Super Cup, and then again in September, they had a lot of positive momentum behind them because Frank had come in and the young players were playing well and they'd had a few good results, but the last few weeks they've been through a bit of a difficult spell, and things are a little bit different. People are looking at it now. I just wondered whether you see them more dangerous tomorrow night because they're playing for their season to win something than they were in April and August and September.
I don't know. So, do I prefer a flying, full of confidence Chelsea or a Chelsea with a super squad wanted to strike back? I think both games would be difficult, and so I don't know what Chelsea exactly, if they have problems, what the problems are about and stuff like this. What I'm concerned about is the way they play, what they do usually, because an analyze is not like this. We cannot involve things like, in a moment, these things are really clicking for them. So we have to make sure that we don't let them shoot from 40 yards or whatever, or they are not good in this in the moment, because it's not like this. We try to, if we make mistakes in the last game, we try to fix them immediately, so why should we not expect other teams to do that as well? So that makes analyze really, it's a more overall view, what is Chelsea doing? And that's what we prepare for, and not considering the situation there. And that will be difficult. If Chelsea would be flying and had 20 points more, it would be incredibly difficult, or when they are in a situation where it's not going their way all the time and they want to strike back, makes it difficult as well. Stamford Bridge is just it's a place where it can be tough, and we are looking forward to the game. We are looking forward. Maybe Frank gets today the question if he's happy that we lost the last game against now thinks we want to strike back or whatever. It's exactly the same question. I'm not sure if he has an answer. If he has one, tell me. I take that for next time.
Jurgen, did you watch the game again on Saturday night, or did you just leave it?
Our game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that on the flight home?
No.
Or was it when you got home?
Yeah.
Can you give it a bit of an insight into why?
Didn't get better. The result was the same.
But I mean, so it was on the flight home, was it?
No? At home. Yeah. Is that important?
Do you do that when you win as well? Did you watch the game again that night?
No, it depends. It depends to the game. If in this specific game, because I have always a meeting the next day, and so I have directly after the training I have a meeting. After the game I have a meeting with the boys, the little one. But the next morning I tell the boys what I saw, what I think about what I saw and stuff like this. So in this game was an important one to watch, just to understand what happens there, and it was helpful, obviously, to see it again. So.
And in that meeting on the Sunday, do you get angry with the players, or
it can happen that I get angry with the players, but I didn't get angry in this meeting.
Is that because they've given you so much over the past year?
Look, from a common sense point of view, if I go in that meeting and shout at them like they've lost the last 10 games in a row because of a bad attitude, that would be really strange. So I'm not interested after meeting that I feel better. I'm interested the boys get the right information, and it can be more emotional or lesser. I would not say angry, but more emotional or lesser. And if you need analyze, you need analyze, and analyze is actually not really emotional. It's just looking at the facts. So, and I think I said today more than I maybe wanted to say, but it's exactly the situation we are in is special. Who can give us advice? I don't know how. Could I say that's the way we have to deal with it? because I was there 20 times in that situation and we always did like this and it worked out. No, because I was never in a situation like that. So we came through an incredible long period with incredible performances, sensational football, wonderful goals, great success, blah, 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 until this point. And there's a moment, it was obviously, I didn't want to happen now, but if it's then in a year, it happens then, it's the same situation, just later. So there's a reason for losing a football game, and I prefer seeing the reason than not knowing why. I think, what the heck happened now? So it was not that the fortunes changed or whatever, or destiny want to give us a knock. We were just not good enough. So that's the easy answer. And that's filled with a lot of information what the boys get, but not too much, because we don't want to now stick to that, thinking about that game too long. The plan of the meeting, because the next game is waiting, is that after the meeting we can really finish this game with all the things we said, with all the things we thought. From this moment on, the plan is to focus on the next game again. But for this, it's important that I saw it, and that's why I watched it again.
The response of the players in that meeting?
No applause. No.
I'd imagine that the players...
I don't know. It's not that I don't get applause in meetings, so it means, and I don't know. They don't come to me and tell me that was a great meeting, boss, or whatever.
I mean, did you get the impression within the meeting that the players are motivated to strike back to your things? Is that the impression you got?
I think this question is a little bit disrespectful, to be honest. How could I now think these boys sit there and are happy that they lost it? Of course they want to strike back. This is an exceptional group of players. They did outstanding stuff, not that night. I can neither ignore the game we played against Watford nor the rest we did before. But it was not that through the whole period where we didn't lose a game, these meetings happened anyway. And I told the boys, this was not okay, this was not okay, that's what we have to improve, that's what we have to improve. And for the next game, we need to improve that immediately, because otherwise we get punished. They reacted really well on that. If they didn't react well in the beginning of the game, then during the game, then they learned from the game and all this stuff. How could I sit now there and think, are they really responding? If we respond, we have to show tomorrow night. But we play against Chelsea. Can I think now, just because we want to respond, we shoot Chelsea out of their own stadium? No. So it will be a tough game. Would have been anyway. We beat Watford, Chelsea would have been a tough game. We lose against Watford, Chelsea will be a tough game. And after that, Bournemouth, tough game. Bournemouth played really well, could have won the last game. Chelsea, exactly. So could have won it, did really well. They come to us and they want to beat us. Surprise. So that's it. I'm not a little bit in doubt about the character of the boys. I mean, and I would be a real idiot if I would be, to be honest, because they deserve my trust, my faith, and they don't lose it after a bad game.